Hi, I'm Lizzie and this is Lizzie Reads, and I am here today to put my TBR to rights. Basically, what I am trying to go for with my TBR is this tiered system. I'm going to put books that I immediately want to read, like my most anticipated, most excited, the books that I am really feeling right now, into the top tier, and then I'm going to have a medium tier of books that I'm looking to get to soon, but like they're not my main priority, and then books like low priority books. So for example, classics that I know I really want to read eventually, but I'm just not feeling right now. So that's the way I'm going to do this little TBR system. And I have been here reorganising my entire shelves. So I've reorganised them by genre, and then in the middle I'm going to have two main shelves, so like my urgent TBR, my medium TBR, and then the other TBR is going to be like outside, out of mind sort of situation, just down in the corner or on the bottom shelf for now, but I've got candles on there, so we'll deal with that later. Really excited to be filming. I've got my big cup of tea, and I think I might do a series of this, like, so by the end of October, when I'm out of that spooky brain, that's what I'm sort of going for at the moment, I'll probably replace, we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna get my cup of tea and a pack of biscuits, and I'm gonna keep them down here and I'm gonna enjoy them. Where do I begin? So how I'm gonna start is I'm gonna immediately look at these shelves and pull off any books that I know that are just going on the bottom class. And I think I'll also film a video of me like Reckoning, which is Hannah Louise Poston's, like, that is just totally, I'm just feeling Hannah Louise Poston vibes. She is a beauty and minimalist YouTuber. She does reckonings where she reckons with makeup and just fucking gets rid of it. It's great. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably do another video where I'm like reckoning with those titles and decide if I want to keep them. I've been unhauling so many at the moment, it's just bizarre. Yeah, let's just get into it. So I've got a lot of proofs here because I started my job in the book industry about nearly 2 years ago, and when I first discovered proofs I just went ham, and it was a bit of a time for me. And it's great. I've read so many amazing books and read so many different books because of proofs, but I can't keep them all, and I've really limited the amount that I take home now. I mean, obviously because of COVID I've not really had any, but yeah, we're going for it. This would be a sorry state if COVID hadn't happened, I'll tell you that for free. So first of all, I've had this book for ages. I don't want this to do this anymore, so I'm going to tell you all of them. This is The Firestarters by Jan Carson. It's going to take me some time, but I think I'll link every single book down below in the different tiers. It's going to take ages, I don't know why I just said I'll do that, but yeah, because I think it'll take me too long to talk about every single one, but any that I'm excited about I'll do a little brief description. So The Firestarters is going straight to the bottom pile, so I'm just stick that down there. So I've got 4 more books that I want to put on the go away pile, and that is Mr. Nobody by Catherine Steadman. My manager didn't much enjoy this, but that doesn't mean I won't like it. I'm not, it's put me off it for a little while. I've got more things I want to read. Actually no, that can go back up there. We've got Hollyborn, How Do You Like Me Now? I know I want to read this, just not right now, and that I didn't mean to pick that up. Strange Hotel by Ian Mcguire. I just feel like it's going to be hard for some reason. I feel like it's going to be too literary. I'm not in the mood for it, and I read the first page and I wasn't keen, but that was just like I already wasn't in the mood, so I think I'll revisit it when I'm in the mood. Mansfield Park can go because I am not interested in classics right now, maybe later. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, another classic that I'm just not in the mood for right now, and Selection. These are both going in my not right now pile. More for the not right now pile, I've got The Hiding Game by Naomi Wood. I think that's a what's it called, historical fiction. We've got Recursion by Blake Crouch. I'm sure I love this. Science fiction, but not interested at the moment. Fierce Fragile Hearts by Sarah Bernard. I do want to continue this story because I really like the first one that I read in the series. And Counted by Sevens by Holly Goldberg Sloan. I have had this for years, maybe like 5 years I think I've had this. It's one of the oldest books on my TBRs, so maybe I should recommend it. Unlimited is a YA spy situation. That one is interesting, but not for me right now. A Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole. I really want to read this, but just not right now. One of my lovely uni friends, Mum, gave it to me because it's one of her favourites, I think, and she really wanted me to read it, and I still really want to read it, but I just feel like it's going to require some concentration and dedication. We've also got Ian McGuire's Atonement, not right now, thank you, and The Burning by Laura Bates. I might put this on my medium pile. Yeah, we'll start a little medium here. I'm sorry about the precariously way these are piled. It's really not great. We've got Tina Fey's Body Pants. I don't know why I bought this. I'm not really that interested in Tina Fey. I might give it a trial, like try a chapter sort of trial. Then we've got The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry. I really want to read this, but it's been so long since I bought it. I'm just like not excited about it at the moment. It Takes a Worried Man by Brendan Halpin, sorry. And this is about a wife and it's about a man whose wife has cancer, and I just feel like it's terribly sad. I started reading it and cried, and then I was like, I've got to put it down because it's just too much for me right now. Memoirs of a Fox Hunting Man by Siegfried Sassoon. I want to read this, but not until I finish the Regeneration series, so I'm going to put that down until I finish the series, and then it can go into the appropriate place in my TBR. Regeneration by Pat Barker has Siegfried Sassoon in it, in a fictionalised version, FYI, if you didn't know. And we have some more classics. We have Goodnight Mr. Tom, Secret Garden, The Jungle Book. That one can stay, that's not classic. English Fairy Tales and Susan Hill's October. Right, it's getting a bit precarious up here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on this shelf now, and I'm going to pull out ones that I want to keep on my immediate urgent TBR, and place the other ones sort of here, and then do the same, and then hopefully we'll have a bit of a system. So first of all, I want to keep The Secret Guests on here by B.W. Black, and this is a story about well, it's supposedly about Elizabeth and Margaret. Is it Elizabeth and Margaret? It's about some refugees who may or may not be Elizabeth and Margaret, the princesses of England, if you didn't know. And The Crown is coming back, and I love The Crown, and I want to watch this. I want to read this like at a similar time, so that's going on my like immediate TBR, like going to read it alongside watching The Crown. And also I'm going to keep this here because it is the Miss Marple Omnibus by Agatha Christie, and it has The Body in the Library, The Moving Finger, A Murder is Announced, and The 450 from Paddington. And I'm going to trial these. Basically I've got the audiobooks on script, and I'm going to try and listen to them like in whilst doing work and paperwork and things like that, because I'm working from home, so I'm going to keep this on my immediate TBR. Obviously if I don't get on with them, because I've never read any Miss Marple before, I've only read one Poirot. I'm talking really, really fast. I feel like really rushed, I don't know why. And yes, I'm going to try all these, and once I finish my current audiobook, I'll be moving on to those. So that is on my immediate TBR. I want to keep It's Not About the Burqa, which is a essay collection. It says on Muslim women on faith, feminism, sexuality and race, edited by Mariam Khan. And I've had this for a really long time, but I actually misplaced it in my bedroom. I accidentally put it in a box where it shouldn't have gone, and I didn't know it was there. And a lot of my non-fiction that I've been reading about on like social justice and like feminism, race, everything, I have actually read on audio or Kindle. I haven't read it physically, and I really want to read one physically because a lot I've been really missing having it, but obviously I've been trying to save money. Not obviously, everyone's just always trying to save money. So yeah, this is going to go on my immediate TBR. It's going to be like my next non-fiction reader. So I'm going to bring up the Susan Hill Strange Meeting, and I'm going to put it on my media TBR because I think it's kind of spooky. And I'm going to put Things That Fall From the Sky by Selta Ahava in my medium TBR, because it's translated and I've heard really good things about it, so I actually really want to read it, but not quite right. It doesn't fit with the vibe of the reading number. So I've been looking and I've got a few thrillers I'm going to keep on my immediate TBR, and I've got Close to the Edge by Toby Faber, which is just, it looks like a standard thriller, and I think that's something I'm really interested in at the moment because obviously the October. And then we've got The Chain by Adrian Mckinty, and that's recently come out on paperback, so this one I think I might read soon. And I'm going to put The Temple House Vanishing, which seems to be it's by Rachel Donahue, and it seems to be a historical fiction, so that is going here. And I'm going to have to take a break because I have to get back to work, so I will come back and reckon or organise the rest of these in my break. This is shaping up to be a bit of a long video, isn't it? I just put 3 more in the medium pile. We've got Tidelands, Fountains of Silence and Angel Mage. These bottom 2 are historical fiction and this is fantasy, and I'm looking forward to them, just not quite yet. I think I'm going to put Beneath the Night by Stuart Clark, which is a non-fiction. The Sisters Grimm by Mena van Prague. The Home by Sarah Stovall and Ruth Jones Never Greener into the maybe pile or the medium pile because I'm excited for them, just not right now. And I will put Tower of Fools by Andrzej Sapkowski into the last pile because I started to read this and I think I DNF'd it, but I think I'm going to try and come back to it. I'm not sure, but I'm just not feeling it at all right now. I'm going to keep I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings into my immediate pile because I am really looking forward to read this. I wanted to get to it on holiday, but I just never got around to it because I didn't read as much on holiday as I wanted to. Yeah, this is certainly something I'm interested in reading soon. So now I've got those, I'm going to move those back and we're going to sort out the ones in the back. So we've got The Blue Salt Road by Joanne Harris. This is a children's book, and I'm really interested in children's books at the moment for some reason, but I read Chocolat by her and I didn't enjoy it that much, so at the moment I'm just not bothered. Outside by Sarah and Jux. I'm just not interested in it. I might get rid of them. I've got Monstrous Devices by Damien Love here, and this is a middle grade, and I'm really feeling middle grades at the moment. I'm going to keep it in the top of my immediate TBR, even though I haven't really thought about it. I wanted to like boost my immediate reading sort of. I'm going to read. And I know I'm going to love this. I know I'm going to love it. It's A Song for Issy Bradley by Bray. I love everything else I've read by Bray. It's in my 5-star predictions. I keep putting off because I'm scared, so I'm gonna, even though I feel like it should be in the medium pile, I'm gonna keep it in the top pile because I want to read it so badly, but I need to like counterbalance my thoughts. Summerwater by Sarah Moss and Ghost Ride by Pat Barker are 2 that is definitely staying in my immediate TBR. I love what's the book by Sarah Moss that I read? Ghost Wall. I loved Ghost Wall by Sarah Moss, so I'm really excited to read this. I just haven't got to it yet, and this is the 3rd in the Regeneration series, which I read, and I've read the first 2 and I've really enjoyed, and I want to keep the momentum going. And it is a historical fiction, and I feel like it's vibey for the time of year. I've got these 2 books here from the Disney Twisted Tales series. and this is The Odd Sisters, and that is what are they called? Is it Snow White? Oh, I don't know. This isn't a Twisted Tales one. The Tale of the Three Witches. So they're both the Disney series. And this is Part of Your World, A Twisted Tale. And I think I'm going to read this one first. I'm going to put it in my TBR because it is quite short, and I do really want to read this and see if I like it. And maybe if I like this one, then I'll pick up this one. So this one will move to a maybe pile. I got 2 recent proofs, and I got The First Day of My Life by Lisa Williamson, and I am excited to read this, but it's not my top of my list. But I do really want to read Before I Saw You by Emily Horton, and this comes out, it might already be out. No, this isn't out to the 4th of Feb, and I want to get a head start on advanced proofs that I've actually got, because I just get so behind and then I lose interest. And this is a romance. I've been really enjoying romance at the moment, so this is going straight onto my immediate TBR. Percy Jackson by Rick Riordan. I've never read before, and I think I'd really like it, so I'm going to keep this in my medium TBR because I think it might be good for Believeathon. Watching from the Dark by Gytha Lodge. This is a thriller, so I'm going to keep that in my October level. It's on brand, so we'll keep that. And then we've got If You Remember Your Future, How Do You Live? Oh, that's the script. It's The Rearranged Life of Oona Lockhart by Margarita Montimore, and this came out this year, but I'm really excited to read this, and I really wanted to take this on holiday with me. I think I definitely would have read it, so I'm going to put that in my current TBR. Now, this is one thing I don't know what to do. So I have 3 books here that are Jane Austen or Pride and Prejudice themed. So I have Charlotte by Helen Moffett, which is the story of Charlotte, and then I've got The Other Bennet Sister by Janice Hadlow, and I also have The Austen Girls by Lucy Borsley, and I'm just really not sure. I don't want to put them all on my immediate TBR, but I want to put one of them, so I think I might go with Charlotte because it covers the story of Charlotte Lucas, and because it's almost, well, it'll be historical fiction because it's not classic, but based on a classic, I think I'm going to put that into my immediate TBR. I feel like that'd be a really good, like, autumnal, wintry read, and then these can follow if I sort of find that I'm vibing with that sort of thing. I keep saying vibing, it's a bit upsetting. Right, let's do a quick thing with these. So we've got Cursed, which is a book of short stories, and they're like folk tales and curses, fairy tales, a fantasy horror type thing, and I think that'd be really good for October, so that's going on that TBR. And then we've got Orphans of the Tide by Struan Murray. I think I want to keep this. It's a middle grade, and came out in February this year, and it's a middle grade, but I think I might save it for Believeathon. Then I've got some more physical books on my Believeathon TBR. The Nightjar by Deborah Hewitt. I can't even remember what it's about. I don't want to read the blurb right now, so it's going to go in my bottom TBR because we're just not vibing that. Rules for Being a Girl by Candice Bushnell and Katie Cotonugo, and it's a YA Me Too feminist sort of book, and I'm not in the mood for it right now, so I'm more middle grade at the moment than YA. We've got The Abstainers by Ian Mcguire, and I can't remember what this is about, but I know I really want to read it, so I'm going to put it in the medium. And then we have Ready Player One. I nearly got rid of this, and then I kept it because I really enjoyed the film. So I might still give it a try. I'm going to put it in the medium TBR. And then we've got Christmas in Austin by Benjamin Markovitz, and we are going to put this in the medium TBR because it's not Christmas yet, even though I love a Christmas book. And then we also have The Glass Hotel by Emily St John Mandel, and I loved the other Emily St John Mandel book by Session 11. I love that, and I've had this brief for so long, and I know it's been out for ages, but I really want to read it now. So I'm going to put that in my immediate pile, and just reshuffle this. So we've got Bill Bryson's A Short History of Nearly Everything. Not right now. It's a tough one, but I really want to read it still. Greatest Hits by Laura Barnett. This seems like a really fun read. Wish I kind of read it in summer. And we've got The Summer Book by Tove Jansson, and I'm just not vibing with this right now. Not really. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I am going to put this. I'm going to put this in my immediate TBR because I feel like it's the perfect time to read it. I did enjoy the film. We've got The Songs of the Humpback Whale, and do you know, I'd really like to read this because it's one of the only Jodi Picouts that I own that I haven't read. I've got 2 and there's one in there, but it's from a trash shop, that's why it's got stickers on it. I think I'm going to put this in my immediate TBR, and then I can sort of see if I actually get to pick it up. Jane Austen's collected works is going in the later book pile because I'm not in the middle class. And we have my last 3 books, which are all going to stay in the medium pile. We have A Skinful of Shadows. I do really want to read this, but I just feel like, I don't know, I keep putting it on TBRs and not reading it, so I think it might be because it's hardback. We also have The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. That is staying in the medium pile. I want to read it, but not right now. And then we also have A Spark of Light by Jodi Picoult, but I'm going to read the other one first because that one is older. I'll be back later. I'm not sure if I ever finished this video. I don't know. When I said I'd come back later, I don't know if I then just neatened things up or if I then had to sort a few more books out. I'll probably be able to find out when it comes to editing. But I thought I would just wrap this video up. I'm going to insert some clips now. These have all just been chucked in here like this for now because I'm going to reckon with them and hopefully get rid of some, and then I'll be able to neaten them up. These are what my shelves look like now in the TBR areas. You've got my immediate TBR, my secondary level TBR, so my soon but not quite just yet TBR, and then my will I read these maybe in the future, definitely not now TBR, which is quite large and quite messy because it's just out of sight, out of mind sort of situation I'm going for, really. And I hope you like this really scatty random video, and I will chat to you soon. I don't think there's anything else to say. I'm going to do a few more follow-up videos from this and some videos that link into this, but this is it really, and thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Goodbye. One last thing, if you want to see what made it onto my actual October TBR, which is very skimmed down, so literally the only things I want to read right now, because I think like the top TBR is way too ambitious, then check out my recent October TBR. That will definitely be up before this video because it's just it'll be so much easier to edit. Yeah, and I shall speak to you soon.